Hey everyone, welcome to SFDC Stop, and in this video we are going to talk about how can we apply custom CSS to our Lightning Web Components, right? And we are also going to learn that how we can share CSS among various Lightning Web Components. That is how you can create a CSS library where you can define various CSS rules, or you can say background colors, font and everything, and you can share that CSS among various LWC components, right? Okay, so till now what I have done, I have created two Lightning Web components. My first component name is mycomp1 and my second component name is mycomp2, right? And inside my first component, I have a simple paragraph tag in which I have written a text that I am component 1. Similarly, in my second component also, I have a simple paragraph tag and it is having a text as I am component 2. And I have opened my component 1 in my local development server, and here you can see I am having a text as I am component 1, right? Okay, so first of all, let's see how we can apply custom CSS to our Lightning Web Components. And it is possible that if you're following my tutorial series, you may have seen me adding this CSS in my earlier tutorials as well. So what we need to do, we just need to create a new file in our mycomp1 folder or in your component folder. And you need to give the same name as that of a component. Like my name here is mycomp1, and you need to just give an extension of .css, right? So I have created a CSS file with the same name as that of a component, which is nothing but mycomp1, and here I can define my CSS rules. Okay, so let's say I want to give a CSS to my paragraph tag, so I can simply say that it will be associated with my paragraph tag, and I want to have a background color, so I can simply say background color should be red, and I also want to have a text color, so I can say that the text color should be white. Okay, so I have saved this particular CSS, and this CSS styling is associated with my paragraph tag, right? So if I check out the local development server, you can see here that it is giving me a background of red and it is giving me a text color of white, right? Okay, so let's say I have around 5 paragraphs in my component, right? So this is one paragraph, so I'm going to just copy and paste it. So this is 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So what will happen in this case, as my CSS is not associated with any particular class or something, it is associated with a tag. So it will automatically apply to all the tags, or I can say all the paragraph tags that I have used in this particular component, right? So it will apply to all the paragraph tags, as you can see out here. So the background color is red and the text color is white for all the paragraph tags that are there in my component, right? So that is why it is not usually, I can say, preferred to provide CSS or to apply CSS to an HTML tag or even to a custom tag as well. It is preferred that you define a class and to apply CSS to that particular class. So for example, I can simply say that this paragraph is going to have a class of, let's say, active, okay? And then I can go to my CSS and I can say that I want to apply this CSS only to the paragraph tag which is having an active class. So I can simply say dot active, so that this CSS is only applied to the paragraph which is having an active class, right? So if I see the preview here on the local development server, now you can see this CSS is only applied to one paragraph tag which is having an active class. Even if I want to have different paragraph tags with the same class, we can have that. So I can simply say this paragraph tag is also having a class of active, okay, and this last paragraph tag is also having a class of active. So in this case, the same CSS will apply to 3 paragraph tags instead of all of them. And only those paragraph tags are considered which are having that particular class which is associated with the styling. Okay. So as you can see here, 3 paragraph tags are going to have a color, or I can say the background color of red and text color of white. Okay. So now what we are going to do, we are going to just, I'm going to comment out this code, and I'm going to comment out this CSS as well. So now we'll see how the CSS behaves when we are having one component under another. So if we are having a parent component and a child component, then how the CSS can be applied and what are the things that we can do, right? So let's say I want to have a text which says I am component 1 like I had before, and then I have a br tag, and then I am calling my component 2. So in order to call my component 2, I can simply do c hyphen my hyphen comp 2, okay, and that's it. So in case you are having a camel case name of your component like I have right here, my and then c in capital and then comp2, so I need to replace that camel case with a hyphen when I'm calling my component inside my HTML, right? So I can refer to my component 2 as c hyphen my hyphen comp2. Okay, so as you can see, now I am having two text. This is coming from my component 1, which is saying that I am component 1. then I have a br tag, so there is a next line over here, and then I am having a text which is named as, or which is showing that I am component 2. So this particular text is coming from this particular component, right? So I can simply remove the paragraph tag as well because it is not required. Okay, so I'm having two texts right here. This is one, I am component 1, and this is I am component 2, which is coming from my second component. Okay, so now let's say I want to define a styling which should apply to my whole second component. So it doesn't matter how many HTML tags are there inside my component, but I want to apply this CSS as a whole to my whole second component. So what I can do, I can define a CSS file inside this as well. So I can simply say the CSS file name is mycomp2, which is the component name .css, and I want to apply the styling to my whole component, right? So how can I apply a styling to whole component? I can simply say colon host, and inside this host, whatever CSS styles, or I can say whatever rules that I define, that will apply to my whole component, right? So let's say I'm saying that it is going to have a background color of red, and it is also going to have a, or let's say it is going to have a background color of blue, okay, and it is going to have a text color of white, okay, and that's it. So let's see how it goes. And here you can see this particular component is going to have a text color of white and a background color of blue, right? Similarly, I can define a host CSS in case of my component 1 as well. So let's say I do it like this, colon host, and I say that I'm going to have a background color of red, and I'm going to have a text color of white, okay. So this is also possible. I mean, I can define a host CSS for my parent component as well, and I can define a host CSS for my child component as well. So if you see the preview right here, you can see that this is coming in red, and the below component is coming in blue because it has its own host CSS, right? Now, let's say I want to specify a particular CSS for any particular tag. So for example, I want to specify a CSS for this particular component that I'm calling inside my parent component, right? So I can do this as well. As you saw me earlier, that I specified a CSS which was related to my paragraph tag, right? So similarly, I can specify a CSS which is related to this particular tag as well. So what I can do, I can simply go to my CSS file, and I can say that I want to apply a CSS to C hyphen what is the component name, my hyphen com2, and I want that this CSS should have a background color of, let's say, green, and it should have a color of white, okay. So instead of blue, which is actually coming in the host CSS of my child component, I am saying that it should have a color of green and it should have a color of white, okay. Now let's see what happens. So I'm going to save this file, and let's see what is the result on our local server. Okay, so now you can see here that this is, I mean, the second component is going to have a background color of green, and it is having a text color of white. So why this is happening? This is happening because the CSS that I have defined in my parent component is overriding the CSS that is defined in the child component as a host, right? So either, I mean, either ways you can do. Either you can define a CSS in your child component by using the host, or you can specify a CSS to that particular tag which you are having right here, okay. Now let's see that what else can we do. So as you have already seen that it is not a good practice to apply a CSS directly to a tag. So what we can do, we can simply say that this CSS is applied to a new class which is named as, let's say the class name is active1 this time, right? And this class I'm going to define in my component. So I'm going to say that this component is going to have a class of active1, right? And I can have another component inside, or I can say below this, and this component should be without the class of active1, right? So now let's see what happens. So this component is having a class of active1, and this component is not having a class of active1, and inside my active1 class I have defined that CSS which is background green and color white, right? So as you can see here that in case I have defined a CSS for my child component, it is overriding the base CSS, or I can say the CSS which is defined for its body by using the host CSS property, right? But in case I haven't specified that particular class, then it is taking the host CSS that is defined, and it is showing me a blue background color with a white text color, right? Okay, so I mean, this is one case when I'm defining everything in the parent, right? But that should not be an ideal case, right? So let's say I'm developing a component, and I want that lightning component to behave differently in different kind of themes, right? So I should be, I mean, let's say I have a lot of HTML code in my component and I want that the title color should change, the body color should change according to the class that I'm specifying. So for example, if I have specified class is equal to active1, something else should be there. So if I have specified class is equal to active2, something else should be there. So what will you say? Is it a good practice to keep the styles that are related to the classes inside your parent component, or is it a good practice to keep these styles in your child component? So because your child component can be called from many components around your lightning application, right? So it should be reusable, right? So in order to move this style to the child component, what we can do, there is also an option for that as well. So let's see that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to comment out this code, which is the active1 class in my parent component, and I'm going to have a look at my child component. And here I can say that if my child component is having a class, right? So I can say that if my child component is having a class of active1, then I should have a background color of red and I should have a host color of white. Okay. I think it was green, not red, right? Yeah, it was green. So I should have a background color of green and I should have a color of white, right? Okay, so let's see now what happens. So here you can see I'm again having a green color as the background color for my second component, and for my third component, which is nothing but my child component, again it is going to have the default color that is there in its body, right? So what we have done, we have called this component two times, one with the class of active1 and one without the class of active1, and this class I haven't defined in my parent component, but I have defined this class in my child component. So what I'm saying, that if my component as a whole is associated with this particular class, then it will have some different kind of colors or design, and if my component is not associated with this particular class, then it will have a different kind of color or design. So this is how, I mean, I can also create different variants of my lightning web component, so that in different situations it can have a different kind of design and look and feel as well, right? Okay, so we have learned a little bit about how we can specify custom style sheets in Lightning Web Component and what else we can do if we are having parent and child components, right? So I hope this thing is clear to you. Okay, so now let's have a look at how we can share CSS among Lightning Web Components and how we can define, I mean, this is particularly related to the fact that how you can create a CSS library. Okay, so that I can define all the CSS that I want to use in different components at one place, and I can simply import that CSS and use that as well. Okay, so in order to create a CSS library, what we can do, we can simply create another lightning web component. So let's say I created another lightning web component and it's named it as CSS library. Okay, and I want to define my reusable CSS in this particular Lightning Web component. And as I'm going to deal only with CSS, what I'm going to do, I'm going to define a new file here. So let's define a new file, and it should be of the same name as the component. So I'm going to name it as CSS library. Okay, and I can simply delete those other files which are not required. So I think it should be mainly CSS library.css. Okay, and I can delete the HTML and JS files because these are not required, as we are only going to deal with CSS in this particular component, right? And I can define my reusable CSS under this, right? So let's say all the paragraphs that are there in the component which is importing the CSS library should have a font family of, let's say, Comic Sans MS, and also they should have a font size of, let's say, 20 pixel. Okay, and I think that this is fine. Okay, so all the paragraphs that are there in my components which is importing this library should have a font family of Comic Sans MS and should have a font size of 20 pixel. Now let's see what happens if we import this particular library in our both the components, right? So let's say I am going to my comp1.css, and in order to import this particular CSS, what I can do, I can go to the top because import statement should always be on the top. So I can say added import and then c/css library, and that's it. Okay, so what I have done, I have imported my CSS library in my component one. Similarly, I can import CSS library in my component 2 as well. So in my component 2, I'm saying that @import, and then what do I want to import? I want to import my component, which is nothing but CSS library. Okay, and this is it. So now all the paragraphs that I'm going to define in my component 1 and my component 2, they will have those properties that I have defined in my CSS library, right? So if right now we will see, we don't see any kind of change in here, but let's say I convert these texts by wrapping them into a paragraph, right? So I'm saying that I'm component 1 is also wrapped into a paragraph, okay? And if I go to my component 2, then I am component 2 is also wrapped into a paragraph, okay? So in this case, what will happen? All the styling which is related to the paragraph will be applied to both the components, my component 1 as well and my component 2 as well, because I have created a CSS library in which I can define that CSS which is reusable, and simply I can import that CSS library over here. So all the styling that I have defined in the CSS library will be included in this CSS as well, which is my component 1 CSS, and it will be included in my component 2 CSS as well, and it will be applied to the paragraph tags in my component 2 as well as it will be applied to the paragraph tags in my component 1. So let's see what happens now. Okay, so I guess it is having, yeah, this text is coming, but it is having a text color of white because if you remember, I have defined the text color as white right here. Okay, and the background property is still there. So if you are thinking about this thing that why the red background is not coming, it is still there, but the only fact is that I have wrapped my text under my paragraph, so that is why the paragraph CSS is overriding that background CSS. So let's say I have some other text like hello over here, so this will have red background, but the paragraph won't be having a red background because now paragraph is having its own CSS, right? So as you can see, hello is having a red background but paragraph is not having. Okay, so let's do one thing. In my CSS library, I can say that my text color should be by default black. Okay, and this should work. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Let's refresh this page, and here you can see I'm having a font family as well as I'm having a font size as 20 pixel, and I'm having a text as black as well, right? So this CSS is applying to all the components which are importing this particular CSS library, and as I have wrapped the only text that I had in my component under the paragraph tag, so that is why it is overriding the host CSS, because the host CSS is applied to the whole I mean to the whole component but not that particular paragraph, because I have defined a different CSS for that particular paragraph, right? So in this way I can import, or I can say I can create a CSS library and I can share CSS among various components. So for example, here we have created a CSS library and it is being shared by component 1 as well as it is being shared by component 2. So that is why the CSS is applied to both the components, right? Okay, so that's about how we can share CSS among various components and how we can create a CSS library. And that's all for this tutorial, everyone. I hope you liked it. Let me know your feedback in the comments down below. And all the code that is related to this component will be uploaded onto the GitHub repository, and I'll share the link in the description of the video. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a good day. Bye bye.